Ladies and gentlemen, you smell that. It's the smell of grand final time here at ASTRO Circuit, Season 5, the one-day comp. We have Curse up against Tyrant. I'm Inmaniac, joined by Myksta. I'm excited to get this grand final started, buddy.
So am I, and I mean, these two top teams, where you got Curse, is a Dead's Damage, and Shocks, and you got Tyrant Gaming. They came out of nowhere to make this grand final, and we're about to see what they got.
Yeah, and I'm on with Dens, getting first blood, almost getting the two-piece, but unfortunately taking down there by Renza. I'm going to cross over to him. He's 1-0 up in these early days, gets the next kill on Shocks, dropping him in these very early days. Now we're just checking out the mini-map. We've got a flag in control of each team at the moment, as we usually see. I'm still on with Renza as the rest of his team is down at the moment. Gets the next kill on Shocks, goes for the two-piece, unfortunately not being able to get it, does get the tags, nades out, and as we see, that B is hotly contested and now in control of Curse. Nice kill for Renza. We're on the right person here. He's getting kills all over the place, and he's going to be getting control again of this C flag. I
mean, you definitely got to it just shows how this team made it to the grand final with plays like that. They've really neutralized that C flag. Renza's just going to be waiting for one of the Curse players to actually push on around to try and make a play over to that side. And then you're going to be having the A flag now going for Curse. They're trying to push over to that flag. They know now that they need to get a flag back for themselves, Tyrant, and they're going to be trying to get this C flag captured. Renza is going to spot one, but unfortunately he was having good reflexes up until that stage. Unfortunately that one was just a little bit too slow, and you're going to be seeing them now trying to pick off a couple of kills, still being able to do so. No tags out from Prey, and he's now trying to rotate around, but finally picks off the kill. The other one coming out of Motel will clean him up, but you notice Curse have one flag. You got Tyrant having one flag. B flag neutralized as they try to push on down once again. Curse to secure that B flag. Let's see if they'll be allowed to do so. Nades going out though. Deads gets a double damage, gets one, and that was 3 players down from the team of Tyrant.
And that was some nice work. A full team down there as Damage got the final kill on Preview and gets a two-piece to follow it up on Blake. He shots through the smoke. Unfortunately, isn't able to get those long-distance shots. That was Jolta taking him down. He's gone up the ladder, Jolta, 2 for 5. He's looking down the scope there, and he does find a player just in front. That's going to be Shocks, and we'll take him down, and we will go over to Shocks. He's got smoke everywhere, all over the place. Dens is up in front. We might actually jump to him as he's taking point over to this C flag, throws down the trophy. He's got back up here, but as you can see on the minimap, a player comes out, doesn't matter. Shocks is going to take down PB, and they're going to secure this C flag as well, and it's going to be in control. A 3-cap happening here for Curse.
I mean, it started off a really great start for Tyrant. They just weren't able to capitalize on that. Curse went back into the regular groove, and you see that triple cap now turned back into a double as Tyrant get the A flag, but the shots back off, boxing it back over onto that A side. Really, it's going to be over on the Motel side or over on Club side, or even in the middle. It's going to be an awkward spot for them to come back out of. Of course, you've got one player there watching. That is going to be Damage. It needs to turn around, though, and it does, but it's a little bit too late as Dens is here just waiting around. A little bit of FPS lag there on his screen. Shocks will go over onto the top of the bus, and we'll just try and stop them entering into this B side, doing so successfully, taking down one. And you see on the minimap, Oracle mode on, you know, they're just going completely away from that B side, which is what Curse wanted.
Yeah, it is what they want indeed, and 58 to 28 was the scoreboard there for a second. I'm on with Shocks at the moment as he's still taking control of this A area, just biding his time. There's a player out the front at the bus, but while there's no one around, he's going to secure this A flag. While they are still in control of C, B is being contested pretty hotly at the moment. He's going to move out, getting the call-outs from his team. There was a player in the corner, but he was quickly taken down by Damage. Now Shocks out in the middle of the map. He finds a player over on the far side. Nice long shots, goes for the two-piece, has to reload, unfortunately rips it out. Is he going to get that kill? No, he gets the assist though before being taken down by PV.
You got Izzy though just waiting around. He's going to get a couple of stuns over onto the strip truck. As you see tags going out with the Remington. His teammate will be back there to support him, of course, from the Tyrant team as Renza will drop. But you're going to be seeing the shots still going out. One kill will happen. I believe he did see one over on the double Humvees, but he's still looking for another one anyway, and it's a good move because 2 players were about to be there. Shots out, call-outs from his teammate. Damage with the double as they now push on down. 3 players over on the club. Izzy, he knows there's at least one there. Shots are going out. Now he sees double. He won't be able to pick off any, and he will get dropped. We'll swap it over to Damage. He's over on top portal right now. He's going to see one crossing over. He will get tagged, so he won't be able to pick off the kill, but the call-out will happen, and they now need to rotate over to the C flag because one of the players from Tyrant is going over. 1 kill in the hands of Damage, though, and they're just being able to pick off these kills, and they're in a perfect position to just hold these flags. But now with that rotation, they need to make the decision to either go back to C and hold that one off, or push on forward, go for the overextend, and go for A.
Yeah, well, I think they might be going for the overextend here. I'm still on with damage, though, as we in the last 30 seconds of this map. He's up on top of the roof, and he's just been playing a great support role up here. He's 16 for 4 at the moment. He knows that those players being dropped over on A. I might go over that side at the moment, and we'll see what's happening over there. The shots are over. I'm actually crossed over to Blakey. He got a kill there on Issei, taking him down. He's over on the middle of the map, going towards B. Last 5 seconds. This score is very one-sided here, Myksta.
It really is, and I mean, with that half over, it's going to be 93 points to 50, a 43-point lead. And I mean, we've seen a similar scoreline coming into this with the Curse side. I mean, I think the closest match that they've had was the Mega game earlier on in the in the previous round of the competition. So far, apart from that, they took out a 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, and they haven't dropped the map yet. But in terms of maps being close, that Mega game was definitely the most challenging for them. And I mean, you saw the domination; it was only a couple of points, but then when it came to the S&D, they still whitewashed that as well. So, all in all, domination. They've just been playing on point throughout the day.
They've just been dominating it, and I'm on shocks as he's going up towards the back. He turned his back to the player. Doesn't matter. He's still going to get the first kill there before his Renza. He's going to get some quick revenge. I'm on with Renza at the moment. I've got Oracle mode on just to see what's happening. There is a player on the other side of the truck here. I'm not sure if he's spotted him. Might just between the gap, and he does. Spots the player now. That's going to be Issei getting dropped. Throws the nade out towards that B flag. Is he going to contact? No. There was one blowing up in his face, though, and B being contested at the moment. We're going to be seeing in the background Damage and Shocks both getting kills, and Dan's as well getting the kill. I might jump over to him. 14 for 8. A couple of his team members were down. He's trying to secure B, but there's just too much heat in this area at the moment. He's going to be taken down. Or is he? Oh. No! Able to get the kill there, or the assist, I should say, but still, a whole heap of action happening to B.
And I mean, you're going to be seeing one of the players from Curse jump on over out through the container to try and throw a nade over, but Damage with the no. I thought he got the double, but Shock's got one. One's going to be on top board regardless. They're going to be checking this one out. Of course, B control is in favor of Curse at this current stage. With 104 to 63, they need to turn things around if they want to come back in this map, but they need to do it now. Tyrant Gaming, of course, coming to this, they were sort of in sort of the impression that they were going to get sort of destroyed here. And I mean, coming with that attitude, of course, it isn't going to help, but they can turn things around. They just need to play on point, but unfortunately they're just not getting these kills, and they're not getting this possession as a result. You can see with 3.5 minutes remaining, they need that double kill for the duration. They're going to need a triple at some point soon enough, and Shocks, he just can't be stopped.
No, he cannot be stopped. 21 for 11 as it stands at the moment. He's going to be looking towards these players. There's a couple waiting for him in B, but they were too quick for him. That was Blakey able to get the kill. I might actually jump over to Blakey as he's helping secure this B location, and then they do it. 2 flags now in control of this team Tyrant, and it's really nice work from these guys. It's not too late yet. Just under 3 minutes left in this match. 124 to 77 is your scoreline.
Yeah, and I mean, you're still seeing Jolta now push on forward over to this A side. Of course, they already have 2 flags under their control. They know they need that third one, at least the neutralization. They get it, and they're going to be rotating around now over onto top motel. You see 2 players from Curse, though. They've rotated around to just try and get that flag captured. He sees one. The shot's out. He wasn't able to secure that, unfortunately. He had the perfect angle. He just wasn't able to capitalize on that. And now Blakey tries to rotate it back over, but unfortunately just wasn't quick enough to stop Curse from getting that capture. Still, I mean, he's still in a perfect position to make something happen. Oh, he drops on his head. The other player didn't notice. Shots out. Finally, being able to take him down. He will be able to go back over to the safe flag, but unfortunately, one player is going to be charging through tunnel. Takes him down, and you're going to be seeing now with 2 minutes 10 on the clock. 130 to 95. It is 35 points the difference. Not as much as it was, leading into second half, but I mean, it's still quite a noticeable score difference.
Yeah, it is a noticeable score difference, but still nice to see 2 flags still in control of this Tyrant squad at the moment. And I'm on board with Damage as he's peeping out the window at the moment, trying to scope things out for his team. He's going to look down range. He finds a couple of players. It's a shooting gallery. He doesn't know who to go for, and that bit of a stutter is going to pay. He's going to pay for it as Blakey takes him down. I'm now on with Blakey, and also actually we'll jump over to Jolta. He's looking under the Humvee, trying to secure this A flag, and they're going to do so quite comfortably. So we're going to see them in control of 2 flags once again. Shocks being taken down in revenge for taking down Jolta just before. So I'm going to be with Issei now. He's looking through the tunnel. He's able to take down. No, that's Damage actually taking down Blakey. Still nades going out. A being hotly contested. This is where everyone is at the moment. Curse was just in control of 2 flags, and they were just about to go for a third at A. But it looks like we're going to be seeing the players of Tyrant now trying to contest for this B flag. It was neutralized just for a second. They do have control of it now. So 2 flags, A and B, in possession of Tyrant.
Curse don't want to let that slide though. They're trying to make something happen on B, but they do get dropped on that. Of course, with 47 seconds remaining in this game, they still have quite a comfortable lead, and all they need to do is just hold that 1 flag under their control, and they'll be able to just take out map number 1 in this best of 5 series. Of course, we've gone to the best of 5s now, and just a little bit of a progress report over in the other side of the 3rd place match. Mega actually take out that by forfeit, as Origin are unable to compete, so Mega has guaranteed themselves that 3rd placement, and this is the final match of the competition. So with map number 1 just being wrapped up here with Curse, best of 3, we've guaranteed ourselves an S&D, we've guaranteed ourselves a Blitz, and I mean, it's a lot closer than what the domination map was leading off at the very beginning of this map.
Yeah, indeed. And Damage, I was just on board with Damage that whole time. He got the nice 2-piece before being taken down. 31 for 12 with 4 caps for his team. Damage is bringing the pain here against this Tyrant squad. 159 to 133. And as you see here, this was Damage with his final kill cam. Nice 2-piece. Trying to follow it up with a triple, but unfortunately wasn't able to get it. But look, that was excellent work by these guys, and they take out the first game here in this grand final of ASTRO Circuit Season 5. And Myksta, what a game it was. With
Damage on 31 kills, I think that basically speaks for itself. And I mean, we're going to be taking a short break while we wait for our next, the host to sort of change on up and get into that lobby. But of course, big shout out to our sponsors here for this competition, ASTRO Gaming. Be sure to go ahead and give them a follow on Twitter at ASTRO Gaming, and of course at Bluemouth Int as well. I think Josh knows a thing or two about them and the ASTRO family.
Yeah, just a little bit. I want to give a shout out actually to Bluemouth Interactive for hooking me up with some A40s, bringing me into the hashtag Astro family. It's great to be casting the Astro Circuit with them as well. And yeah, so shout out to those guys. It's been great so far. I'm loving it, loving this series, Myksta. Can't wait to see what's going to happen here in Game 2 of this grand final.
Yeah, and I mean, we'll take a short break now. Don't go anywhere. We've got Map 2 coming up next. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in map number 2 of the Grand Final Series, here in the ASTRO Circuit Season 5 Midweek number 1, brought to you by CyberGamer, powered by ASTRO. I'm Myksta, and in a little bit of musical casters, Lachdog will be joining me here for the remainder of this series. Lachdog, how's it going?
It is gone not too bad, and we've got we'll jump on board with Curse. First up in the Search and Destroy, we saw him win fairly convincingly there on Octane, and we'll see if they can do it again. With Shocks going off to start off with 2 players already. Looks like he's going to charge for a 3rd. Can he get the kill? Just runs out of bullets, so he's going to get taken down. But Issei is going to be able to put that bomb down, and Curse in a very good position to start off this game.
We've seen Curse being extremely dominant over on their S&D side of things throughout the night, and I mean even more so than their domination and their blitzes. I don't think they've even played a blitz at all today. Sorry to correct that standpoint, but I mean, Prey was able to actually get 1 kill and make that 2 kills throughout the round, the only kills for his team after that first round. And Damage with the tags early on with the sniper rifle, but he was able to clean that up in the end. He was able to pick off the kill, and so far, I mean, you have Shocks with 2 kills, Deads with 1, Damage with 1, and Izzy with 0, but he's got the plan to his name.
Yeah, all the players of Curse doing their job in that round, and I can't expect much less from them, really. They are such a good team, but we've got the opposite team of Tyrant. We'll see what Godpray can do. He does pick up the first kill there on Issei, goes straight in for the plant, and they've done a nice little A push here. They should be able to get control of it as Renza picks up damage, and that's a 2v4 situation for Shocks and Dens.
We've seen the team of Curse, though, being able to get 3 and 4 downs throughout the day. One, not a nade kill from Shocks, will try to close the gap up a little bit. Shocks takes down his second kill, so he's only got 2 players left. He's going to see one outside of American. He gets tags, but he will get shut down. Unfortunately, he just couldn't close out that last kill. And I mean, you're going to be seeing it here from Red's perspective. He got a couple of shots, and even his shots were shaky. And then he went over to the right, over to the propane tank, and then that just took a couple of bullets, and it was able to keep him alive there in that contest. 1-1 is a round count.
Yeah, 1-1. I'm surprised Tyrant were able to get that first couple of kills, just outshooting Issei and Damage. Doesn't happen very often off the break, but obviously just then it did, and they were able to get the round from it, just setting up beautifully. And we'll see what Curse can do. We've got Shocks. He's pushed up yet again into post. Dan's just watching the flank. Damage going for that scope up mid. Dan's about to pick up a kill here, trying to get someone over on this American side. Tries to get a few tags, but unfortunately the player's just going to be patient and just wait for him to poke.
Yeah, well, that player's actually going to just rotate a little bit around now for the team of Tyrant Gaming. You still see Denz there just determined to make something happen. Shots out there on the other side of the map. Shocks will get taken down. Ize with the bomb. Denz takes down one. He's going to about to get flanked on, though. He sees one, and he gets tagged. He just wasn't able to clean that one up. Now, Damage is the last one alive, as Yoshio did have Ize getting dropped, and he does see one as he pushes back into loading, but he will be able to pick up that first kill. So once again, a 1v3 clutch situation for the players from Curse, as Damage takes down one to make it a 1v2. So he's got 2 players left. The players are on sort of the spawn area of the map, and with the bomb being down 27 seconds, he needs to make up his decision, and I mean, they just spotted him, and they were able to take him down. Now, they take the lead against Curse on this S&D Warhawk, and that's not something you say very often.
No, you don't see that. Pretty much no team really goes up against Curse very often, especially on Warhawk. It's pretty much their best search and destroy map on the game. And Shocks, I don't know, just being a bit too... Like, he's got 4 kills, but that round he was just too aggressive. He got himself in a bad spot and was taken down early. Then Issei was picked off with a long shot, and that's exactly what Tyrant are being able to do. They're just picking off the kills early, just like that. Renza out shooting Issei, and when you pick off early kills, as we see Blakey take out Damage, it is just, I guess, all you need to do against Curse in Search and Destroy. If you pick off the early kills, you get yourself an advantage in the amount of players on the map, then you're definitely in with a chance. And Shocks, he's got a 1v4 to try and take, just trying to find a player, looking left, looking right, unable to see anyone at the moment. Contests onto the bomb, will pick up one, getting shot, tries to jump through the window, fails it though, and will get taken down. And Issei is 0-4 against a team that really not a lot of people have heard of.
Yeah, and just to add to that, you saw the player that pushed over to connection. I'm not too sure if he had a scope or if it was just a hybrid scope or what, but I mean, it was looking on down. He really just wasn't aware that, you know, in the very common spots to his right to really just check that, and they really did just get taken down fairly quickly. And you saw it was both those A pushes that just slaughtered the Curse team there, being able to pick off those early picks. Now you see nades going out, Shocks getting tagged, and the players trying to push over to this A side, but it hasn't really worked for them, you know, at the early game. Now that they picked off a couple of kills though, now that it's a 2v2 situation, trying to make it into a 2v1, things possibly could change around as Damage will pick up the bomb and now tries to hightail it out of there. But the team of Tyrant, they're thinking ahead, they're rotating back. They don't want to be in the guts of A, but you know, I actually thought they were going to rotate over to B, but they should be able to get this bomb down now. And Curse, they're just going, you know, all hands on deck.
They need to go pretty soon. Nothing's happening over at A, and that usually means a rotation has occurred, especially when you've got no one over covering that bomb or the mid cross, and they didn't have that, so unfortunately they weren't able to spot that rotation. They had to really predict it, and unfortunately they weren't able to do so as a kill goes down there. Renza is on his own. He will pick up Shocks. Now he's in a 1v1 contesting Damage. Not the smartest contest there. Damage was always going to be sitting in that head glitch, and contesting with a vector long range like that is just not what he needed to do. He had more time than that. He could have just rotated around and picked off the kill another way. But that will come with time and experience, and That's exactly what they're getting here, being 3-2 up on Curse on Warhawk.
Yeah, and I mean, it is still early days in this S&D. We're basically to that halfway point. You know, Tyrant are halfway there. Curse are nearly there as well. They're a third of the way to taking out this map. But the attacking round, they've decided to go back to the basics, go to B to try their luck over on that side, Tyrant Gaming. As you do have Renz actually picking off the first kill there on Izzy to make him 0-6. I mean, we don't see that often.
You say dropping donuts.
I mean, the donuts are real.
You don't see that against the best of teams, let alone a team that, as we said, not a lot of people have heard of. Tyrant, they've come out and they are showing what they can do here on Search and Destroy. Currently 3-2 up on Curse, 3 players each for this round. As they do drop another 2, and Shocks, he's got a 1v3 to take. We'll pick up 1, won't be able to pick up the rest. 4-2, Tyrant Gaming.
Yeah, and I really just don't know what to say. At the end of that, you're going to be seeing the team of Tyrant just being able to hold their own and do more so against the team of Curse. And you mentioned that not a lot of people know really about themselves as a team. I actually had the opportunity to play against them in the Does Play competition yesterday, and needless to say, we did get thoroughly beaten. But the point behind that is, you know, these guys, they're trying to play the game, and to make it all the way to this grand final is one thing, but to be up 4-2 against Curse is just showing everyone what they're made of and what they have the potential to do. Renza will get dropped early though. I think Curse might have stopped playing some games here. They still want to push on down. Shocks will be able to take down Blakey with the assist from Izzy. Bomb is going to be going down, but the players are going on the flank there. You have 1 kill happening. Jolter will take down Damage. The bomb hasn't been planted because he just poked back on down, but he's still the kills from Dens and Shocks to be able to get that round.
Shocks 11-6. He's been the one player from Curse that has really just continued to be dominant, even when they were losing rounds. And he's actually not even from Curse, as you can probably tell, as you probably all know already. But we've got Issei 0-6, still dropping that donut, even though they won that round. He needs to get a kill.
They've run 3 rounds and he still hasn't been able to get a kill. He's got a 2 assists and he's got a bomb plan, but he hasn't got any kill. That is definitely a little bit worrying. But Shocks will be able to take down Renza here. One's going to be in loading shots out, tags out, as the players will try to push him over a post, but Blakey does the nice job. There we go. Pull back, but he just wasn't able to make any count. But there we go, the double kill coming out from Izzy to be able to go ahead and break off the donut. Skipped the breadstick, and now praise the last one alive in a 1v3, and it's going to be a scary 1v3 to take. Shocks, Damage, and Dens. Three of the players you just never want to go up against.
You don't want to go up against any one of those players in a 1v1, let alone 1v3, and we see exactly why their Damage just picking him off with a nice little scope to shut him down, and that'll be 4-4. And Curse, they've just stepped up their game in the last 2 rounds. They've really just I think only 1 player has dropped in each of those rounds, either time, and they're not here to muck around. They're not here to lose any maps. They want to take this grand final out 3-0. They've already got 1 map. They looked a bit shaky at the start of this one, but you got to say that they are looking strong with Shocks. That shot on Blakey was just phenomenal.
It wasn't even about the shot. It was just about his positioning. He got there so quick that the opposing player, Blakey, just didn't know how to react to it. He just wasn't expecting him to be so quick in that regards. And I mean, Dens was able to pick off another kill. You got 2 players left. He's basically right underneath one, and that is going to be Dens. Prey, who's going to be above Dens here. He's going to get taken down by Damage. Though Renzel's last one live. He takes down 1. He's got 3 players left. Of course, 2 players going to be behind him. Going to get shot in the back in a moment. No, he turns around and he picks up the kill. He's got another player left coming through. Medic, and he has a tendency of getting shot in the back.
What happened to Shocks?
He got destroyed.
I've never seen that happen, ever, by anyone. Shocks never misses.
You have now.
And oh my god. I don't know, that was a bit of, I think Shocks took that a little bit too easily. He's like, oh, I've already got this kill. Didn't pay attention, and that's what you get for taking it lightly when you're in a competitive match, especially a grand final. You can't take any kill lightly, and that's exactly we see there. Blakey will pick up the first kill on Issei, but Damage coming out with a double to shut that down. Curse now 1 round away after being 4-2 down. Is currently 4-5 up and looking very, very strong to take out this round. But Prey putting some shots through the wall, unable to get a kill. We'll get some tags though. It's currently a 2v2 as Jolta does pick up another kill onto Dens. So will Shocks and Damage be able to take out Prey and Jolta, or will this go to a round 11?
And you got to give credit to Curse there at the very beginning of that round for just being able to predict the strategy, but now it's going to be a 1v2 Shocks. The feeling here for the Curse side up against Prey and Jolta. There in this matchup that both players need to go for that bomb plan. Of course, Shock's just chilling back over on defense, and of course the bomb is down, so they still need to rotate it. You just see them going ahead and pick that one up. Now trying to go over to this bomb plan. Now one player's going to be watching through America, the other one's going to be over on the bomb itself. So you see one there. He's not going to even worry about him. He's just going to go ahead and take down the bomb planner, and just unfortunately not being able to get that second one. If he got the first one, possibly he could have got the second one in time and then got that round. But regardless, we're going to a round 11. We're in the round 11. But look, this round didn't kill cam from Prey.
Beautiful shot there by Prey, and yeah, just well played. I guess what Tyrant, and they're surprising me here, going 5-5 round 11 with Curse. If they take out this map, and that's going to be definitely massive for, I guess, their development as a team, but also their chances to be able to take out this grand final, because they're only a map down. If they take this one out, it's going to be 1-1. Let's see what they can do on their attack. As I'm on board with Renzo, he is just sitting right back, but he's going to try and push up into loading. He's got that vector on him, trying to find a player with that long Kobe nade. Does get the tag, unfortunately can't get the kill, so he's going to contest that maybe. No, he's just going to wait back. Both teams still have 4 players up.
The reflexes from this Tyrant gaming side now, they're just, I think the adrenaline's kicking in, but Damage will take down one. Damage takes down 2. Now we'll push on forward. Shocks takes down another. Renzo's the last one up, and he's the one we jumped on board with first. He's going to rotate around. He sees one. He'll be able to pick up the first kill. The bomb is still down. He sees another one. He gets tagged, but he will get taken down. That will be 6-5 to Curse. Curse coming so close to losing their first map of this competition. And I mean, I think that's been the closest in terms of score for an S&D they've played so far. I know they've won 6-3, maybe a 6-4, I'm not too sure. They've won 6-1, 6-2s, but I mean, all in all, 6-5. I don't think they were expecting that, but they managed to pull through at the end. That's going to be a 2-0, and they really need to win the Blitz up next. And I mean, we've seen them play strong on those respawns. Blitz on Freight, I think they'll just be able to keep it going.
Yeah, I'd be expecting Curse to take that one out, but yeah, just a bit shaky there. Shocks, maybe the fill-in Shocks, just pulling them out of jail there. And Issei on struggle streak, 2-9.
A little bit, but what can be done? Already jumping into this next game, which is exactly what we like to see. We don't want any breaks. We want straight into this. Don't even need to worry about host changing. Everyone seems to like this host, and I mean, map 3. I'm thinking it's going to be a 3-0, just judging from the domination that we saw, and especially since basically Curse took the finger out and started playing, to win the rounds, I guess would be the best way to put it.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that in the Blitz though. You don't want to take it too easy,
especially on Freight where it's so easy to get these caps.
Well, if the thing is, if you're too lazy, the team can set up on you, and if they get a spawn trap locked in, doesn't matter how good you are, it's very, very difficult to get out. So if they let that happen, then the team of Tyrant, they're in with a chance.
They are. We'll see if they'll be able to take the advantage out of that chance and make something happen here. One player still yet to spawn in. That is going to be the host, Izzy. Hopefully we'll be able to join in time. There we go. 10 seconds until we begin the final map here. Oh, possibly the final map is what I meant to say. But, I mean, what would the comeback story be? The fairy tale comeback if it went to a map 5 from this stage?
You'd have to think that surely not. But
I mean, that's why it's called fairy tale comeback.
If it happened, then definitely props to the team of Tyrant. They have what it takes, as we saw in that search and destroy. They can win searches. So if it went to a map 5, you couldn't really back Curse, because they would have had to choke the next 2 maps.
We'll see what they'll be able to do here as we're on board with Shocks. Is about to run into a couple of players here. One's going to be on mid connections, one's going to be on green, one's going to be outside of white. He's going to end up getting shot in the back end. As he tries to run he gets the defensive kill. There's two players there. He gets tags on both of them, but he wasn't able to actually keep that alive. Damage takes down one. You got Deads now trying to pick off the kills just through the wall. Just wasn't meant to be. We'll get the second kill though, but Tyrant Gaming get the first cap here of the map, and that just made my heart skip a beat.
Yeah, there were some big defensive players there by Curse. They were right on the back foot. They were able to shut down one, shut down two. Unfortunately, the third one just was able to sneak through and get the first cap, but we see this next cap go to Curse. Issei, the powerhouse in the caps department, the captain of Curse, just equalising it up and making sure that Curse know that they've got control of the kills, they've got control of the map in general, and they just need to take control of the scoreboard as they look to do it right now.
I mean, Izzy had a perfect opportunity to go straight through the front doors and make something happen over on the cap point, but he did get taken down regardless over on the side. His teammates are there trying to make something happen. Shots out. Damage wasn't able to connect it. He does get taken, but Shock's now rotating around. He's got two players, sorry, over on that defensive line. One's going to be watching the back door, one's on the front door. They know he's coming through the back now, but will he be able to make something happen? You know, his teammate just crosses on in, just strolls through the front door. Doesn't even ring the doorbell or knock on the door. It's a little bit rude, and then gets a cap in for himself.
Yeah, 2-2 though, as the team of Tyrant able to slide one in there. That was Renzo that was able to get through, but Curse just continuing to put on the points as Denz is going in for another cap. He's just going to wait up top here. But sees one, sees two, can't get either of them, and we'll get shut down there as we'll jump on board with Issei. He's got one there. He's just going to push through fire, trying to rotate around two rolls. Does pick up the kill, and looks like he's going to be able to slide in for a pretty easy cap.
Yeah, I mean, there was one player right next to him, and unfortunately, it was just a little bit too slow there, as Denz now will pick off one, goes for the second, goes for the third, and he gets it. Gets the triple kill, and we'll push back on down, because the player's spotting over on Bricks here. He'll be able to get an uncontested cap in, and his teammate will be there to try and make something up as well, so we'll jump on board with him. Let's find him. That is Shocks, who's waiting for the relay cap, and the players from Tyrant are now pushing down, so we need to jump on board with him. Damage Wolf as they go on down, and one thing that I have noticed is that the players from Tyrant, that they'll instantly go on down, they'll get a kill, and then they'll instantly go for a reload. Yeah,
that's right. They've been trying to get those relays as much as possible, but at the moment it just looks like Curse is too strong for them to do that, as it is 7-3. Issei goes in for a kill, can't quite get that one. We'll jump on board with Shocked, who is just going through this red train, maybe trying to pick up a couple of kills before he rotates around. Unfortunately, unable to do it. He gets taken down. Let's give the team of Tyrant a bit of love as we'll jump on board with Blakey as he pushes through white, trying to make something happen on this right side as he does pick up one. Looks for the second, gets some tags, can't quite pick up the kill. I'm not sure whether his teammate got it as he does check it. Will pick up damage there. Going for the third, can't quite pick that one up. And Jolter now off the spawn, has to do some defensive work as the players of Curse start to cross mid with a minute to go left in this first half, as Blakey does put some shots into the back of his teammate, but will pick up the kill anyway there on I believe that was damage, as we'll jump on board with Prey now as he is just coming off the spawn. He's going to go through red. No, he's going to go to the right side. Does see Shocks there trying to chase him. He wants to get the kill pretty quickly before he goes in for the capture. As he runs past Blakey, will pick up the kill. Prey going in for this capture. Can he get it? Nothing there to contest him. 30 seconds left to go in the half.
It's scary to think that we still have another 5 minutes left in this game, considering just the score difference we had. One team getting, Tyrant getting the first cap in, then Curse were able to get cap after cap after cap, and now the score's sort of closed up a little bit, but Curse is still doubling the scoreline here, and we could potentially be seeing the final 5 minutes left in this midweek number 1 here for Season 5. And what a way to kick things up with Tyrant, just finishing off this half, getting a couple of kills, trying to play a little bit of defense. One player will fall, the players will try to go on in. Can they get a cap in time as well? No! Both teams just denied. You look at the minimap, both players from either team, you're going to play on either team on the opposing team's capture point, just weren't able to get those caps.
Yeah, just not enough time there for Prey to go in for that one, and whoever it was on the other of Curse that tried to get it just too slow, slid in at the wrong time and was denied. So 3-point difference. Curse, they're in the lead, but they are not dominating as much as I thought they would, and the team of Tyrant are just hanging in there and giving themselves a chance.
Blakey on your screens will fall. Jolta, the last one up for himself at the moment, will drop as well off the spawn. They'll try to play a little bit of defense, but they're all getting dropped like flies at this stage. They just can't make anything happen. You're going to jump aboard with Shocks rotating over to the spawn. Damage just going to be watching over through White. Kills happening for Shocks at the current time as the play will go over to Bags. The knife will happen though, and you will see him be able to pick off that one. The player's going to be lying down on the stairs. He does see, but he won't be able to pick him off. And I mean, 10 to 5, it says it all at the moment with 4 minutes 15 on the clock. Tyrant need to pull something, you know, out of the hat and try to mix things up, because while they can be getting cap, you know, even if it's cap for cap against Curse is just going to be playing aggressive. They need a shot down. They need to set up good. They need to play offense and defense all at the same time. It's going to be incredibly hard, but it is possible. And I mean, they've just gotten 2 caps for Curse's 1, and they're closing the gap slowly.
They are closing the gap. They just got 2 caps in a row. They went from 5 to 7, bringing it back to a 3-point gap. They're just doing a bit of defense here. Just Prey sitting back, but he didn't turn around. There was a player that slid in behind him, went up the top, and that is exactly what Curse are good at. They're just good at getting the caps when they're needed. As Prey tries to contest, will pick up Dens, does get naded by his teammate Jolta. Renza going in through mid, will pick up a kill there on Issei as his teammate does go in for the cap. He's going to push up, looks to the left, almost outshoots Shocks, but Shocks will be able to pick up the headshot there. I think a little bit lucky in the end as Jolta will pick up, no, Issei will get the kill there as Blakey trying to get the kill in red, won't be able to do so. We'll jump on board with Renza trying to get some kills. We'll pick up one there on damage. And just pushing up slowly as it is 3-point difference. He'll turn on Issei. And maybe, just maybe here, this is what Tyrant need to get back into this one. He's on a 4-kill streak. We'll pick up one. Can't pick up the second there on Dens. And that is a 3 down. So Blakey may be going in for this cap.
Possibly. Jolta's going to be over on bricks now. It's up to Jolta to make something happen here. He'll be able to pick off 1 kill, but no, he'll get shot down in the back. 2.5 minutes remaining. We're into the final quarter. 3 caps the difference. Izzy will try to push on down now. As of course, a couple of players going to be through the front over underneath connections as Renzo will take down Dens. Now they're just focusing on defense, trying to pick off a couple of kills first as the doors will open. Players will push on down. Dens down the last one up. He won't be able to stop that cap, but he needs to stop the players coming on in, pushing on forward through the front door. But no, they've actually backed out through the door, which is a little bit strange, but Dens won't check that right corner. Oh! No, Dens! He gets the double kill, and I'm speechless at that. He got the first kill. The player was lying down next to him, and he still managed to turn around and kill me. To kill him, brother. I just don't even.
I do not know what Dens managed to do to his controller to make his player character be able to get that kill. But he managed to do it, picks up a nice little double there. And I think the story is that the team of Tyrant, they're still in with a chance. They're still only 3 caps behind, and that makes it 4. They weren't able to pick up that kill on the player that just slid through there. Blakey trying to push up and get the kill on Issei, but Jolta takes it from him as Blakey will pick up another one. Just pushing up this left side. He's got to go for these caps. There's only a minute and a half left, and they've got 4 caps left to go. So that's half a minute of consecutive caps as Blakey will get taken down, and Kirsch just continue to pile on the score while being able to defend, and that's what makes a good blitz team, to have that balance. You got to be able to attack, but you can't let the other team score too much. And as we see Kirsch, they just continue to put the pressure on to Tyrant.
It's not game over yet. There is still enough time mathematically left in this game as Curse. They don't even want to go. There's only one player going for the attacking route, and that's going to be Shocks. He gets shut down. The remaining 3 players are just picking off these kills over on defense. Shots out into fire. No! Dens will drop, and you're going to be seeing them now rotate down. Of course, 1 cap won't hurt them, but still the relays is what's going to. And unfortunately, there's just shy enough time to be able to go ahead and take this victory. Curse will take out this midweek #1, and that's just the nail in the coffin. But what a tournament that we had so far.
Yeah, it has been a great competition here. This midweek #1, season 5, starting off with a bang, and Issei 33 and 17. We saw him go 2 and 9 in the Search and Destroy. He's definitely picked up his game since then. 33 and 17 with 4 caps. Shocks has actually just left the game. He's already convinced that they've won, and they have 4 caps. And that'll be 16 to 12. Curse will take out that map by 4. They'll take out the 3-0 victory in the grand final. And this midweek has just been some quality gaming. We saw the Curse versus Mega match. That was an intensely close game. And then Tyrant versus Curse. I think a lot of people, including myself, expected to come in and see an absolute whitewash by Curse. We did see that 3-0, but it definitely wasn't as easy as I expected it to be for Curse.
Yeah, I mean, we had the S&D going down to the final 11th round. We had the Blitz. I mean, even though it was quite a few caps away, they still managed to get their own caps on the board. I mean, you had Blakey on 26 kills, 23 for Renzo as well. I mean, you had a 33.
2 caps of difference with a minute and a half to go.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it was 2 caps as
it's in the balance.
It unfortunately the time was up at around 40 seconds anyway, but I mean, they still managed to get those caps in that 2-cap game and that 1 round. And, the domination was the sort of only more one-sided game, which was, quite a Curse map. The other ones were really up for grabs, and they definitely got to give themselves a pat on the back for that one, because they really just showed up out of nowhere, went through the bracket, and, I'm just going to actually look at their run throughout this one as well. Tyrant Gaming, they started off taking on L2 Adapt, or Learn to Adapt, and they were able to take that one out 2-1. Then they took out a 2-0 win over Axis, then took out a 2-1 over Collateral, a 2-1 over Origin, and then they lost 3-0 in the grand final to get second, which is, definitely a great run there for them. But congratulations to, of course, Curse, taking out this competition, taking out first place here in the Astro Circuit Season 5, midweek number 1, and what a way to just work into this Season 5 by getting first place in the first competition. Hopefully, many more to come for them. They definitely want to be keeping that momentum going strong. That being said, our ODC number 1 for Season 5 of the Astro Circuit will be this Sunday. Registration is over on CyberGamer, the website, and au.cybergamer.com/Xbox. It's going to be one of the homepage articles on there, that top section. If you can't find it, just look at the scrolling images. That's one of them as well. Of course, we also have our Black Ops 2 ODC the following week, a little bit of a flashback competition. Once again, a double elimination competition, August 10th, there for that. And of course, our midweek registration for next week's midweek will go live tomorrow. These rebroadcasts will be over on our YouTube channel. Over at, let me pull up the image at the same time. Of course, that is going to be youtube.com/cybergamer.com.au. Our Twitter is, of course, at CGXboxAU. Our Twitch page to the bottom left is a follow button. If you haven't pressed it already, feel free to go ahead and do so. And the overall general CyberGamer Facebook account is facebook.com/CyberGamer Network. Now, of course, big thanks to our sponsors, Astro Gaming, for being our major console sponsor here on CyberGamer, Xbox, and of course PlayStation, and of course AMD, our general site sponsor there. And of course, once again, big congratulations to Curse Australia for taking out this first midweek competition. Big thanks to Inmaniac and Lachdog for joining me throughout the night. That's it for the broadcast, though. We'll be live on Sunday starting at 10:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss it. And of course, a big shout out to our graphic designer Luat for making these graphics a little bit of a rush job as well, just doing it sort of yesterday and today, making sure he got finished perfectly on time, and what a job he's done. So be sure to go ahead and follow him at _LEWART. Go ahead and give him a follow there for me as well. But that's the end of our broadcast here for this matchup of the Astro Circuit Season 5 midweek number 1, brought to you by CyberGamer, powered by Astro. I'm Myksta, joined by Lachdog and previously Inmaniac, and until next time, we'll catch you later.